Yes, lads. So there is a lot to talk about. So for those of you that don't know me, my story kind of goes like this. I grew up playing at Norwich City. I suffered my first ACL injury that required 4 surgeries and 16 months out while I was at Norwich. I signed a pro contract, but a couple months after I was released, I then suffered a second ACL injury on my opposite knee. That injury required 2 surgeries and another 16 to 18 months. And then of course we had COVID season, so I've only had a season and a half of full football since being released by Norwich, which actually was quite a while ago now. And we've been basically documenting our journey, like doing everything we can after everything we've been through to be best player we possibly can be, and it's definitely been a journey. I'm going to try to show you some of the highlights that of course I've gotten throughout the season and a half that I've had at Step 3 non-league football, which is the level I've been playing at since being released by Norwich. And this season I had a few things on mind when it came to what team I was going to be playing for. I do believe in my ability, and it was a case of, do I try and go and train at a Step 2 team, another league above, or it was a case of trying to play for a team that was on the higher end at Step 3 that allowed me as an attacking player to express myself, to score more goals, and to work on parts of the game that sometimes at Step 3 non-league football, when you're scrapping at the bottom of the league, isn't always possible. But then all your comments, all your DMs about #United, they kept coming up, and of course the boys at Hashtag have just been promoted to Step 3, and of course I've watched them for a long time, being a YouTuber, being a football YouTuber. I've watched Spen for a long time. I'm massively into my golf, especially when I was injured my ACLs. I actually got down to like a 12 handicap, so I've always watched Seb a little bit as well. So when the opportunity, and of course with Hashtag being promoted to Step 3 potentially came about, it was something that for me and everything that I do, it just kind of all seemed to align. So that is where we are right now. I have trained 3 times for Hashtag United so far. Pre-season is well and truly underway, and it has been tough. We actually had a session on Saturday, the weekend just gone, and then I had a 5-a-side charity tournament on Sunday. I got sunstroke and my legs were not recovering. Like, I was so sore on the Monday, and I was like, Higgs, you've got training with Hashtag Tuesday. I was doing everything I could, and I can't lie, come Tuesday training I was still pretty sore and tight, but we got through the session. And I'm sure there's loads of questions like, what are the players like, what's the setup saying, what's Devs like as a manager, what's the media team like, and I'm sure I'll answer a lot of those throughout today's video. With that being said though, we need to get our boots on. We need to start a little technical session, little recovery session as well. Lads, I can't lie, my hips are feeling pretty stiff today, alright? So I can't lie, I probably ain't gonna do anything too intense. I went to do like my step over moves and I could just feel it. Obviously I've got training tomorrow, so I'm not gonna push it, but we're gonna get some touches on the ball, keep stretching, and we've got our strength session later, so let's do that.
Too many footballers don't know how they should be training. They don't know what to do in the gym, what sessions to do on the pitch, how to improve speed, fitness, and power. That's why in the Elite Academy, we provide everything you need. Full weekly schedules, gym sessions, conditioning drills, football drills, nutrition plans. It won't be easy, but if you're serious, we can take you to the next level. Oh, and I forgot to say we're giving away a pair of boots to someone who joins.
Right lads, first touch challenge. If I secure this ball from a crazy height, Devs has to sign me to a 3-year deal. That's the challenge.
Lately it's looking like everything.
You know what, it weren't too bad. Weren't the best. I'll take a 2-year deal, please. Right, so boys, it's now time for my first impressions on Hashtag, right? Now I'm going to be completely honest. Now the first thing I was really wary of when going to Hashtag is just I did not want people thinking, because I'm also a YouTuber, that I've only gone there so I can put Hashtag in my YouTube titles and on my social medias. And that was one of my biggest worries. So of course, like, I was never ever going to start putting on socials like training with hashtag today, like, because obviously that's not why I was there. Firstly, I was there as a footballer because I feel like I have so much potential to fulfill after all the time I've missed for injuries. My rate of improvement's been crazy since having like a couple seasons back after being released. And hashtag, of course, all the social media and things going on outside the football align really well with what I do, with, again, football being my main priority, but also doing the social media things. Now, one of the first impressions I had, and this happened in one of the last sessions, and it summarizes like just how everyone's been at the club so far, has been the media team came to me in the last session. So it was Eddie, Neil and Stampy, and they basically were asking me like, so Higgsy, like, what are your plans with announcing to your audience that you're here with hashtag? And obviously I explained to them like, well, I'm here training with you, like I'm here as a footballer. I was never ever going to post a video before they'd potentially announce me or they'd put me in their content, because of course I'm there training with their club, do you know what I mean? But the fact they were actually asking me, saying that, well, we didn't know whether you wanted to announce it first, etc. And I was thinking, like, that just shows like another level of like calmness. I don't know how to explain it. And of course then they were like, no, you go ahead, you put your video out there, like your audience will love that. And they were letting me know when their vlogs going out, which will have content of me in the pre-season training. And that just summarizes everyone at the club. Like, it's just a different feeling to what I've experienced in previous non-league clubs. Not to say that any other non-league clubs were negative, but it's just a different feeling. Obviously hashtag have come off the back of a record-breaking season, being promoted, and it's competitive, man. Like, there's a good group of players, first teamers, academy, reserves, and everyone's grafting. The sessions have been tough, which I love the most, and it helps me so much when sessions are real tough in pre-season, because it means that you have to kind of be a 24/7 athlete. Like, I'm doing my technical work in the off days when we haven't got training, but I'm also having to constantly think about my recovery, staying hydrated, fueling my body the right way, because I know training is going to be hard and the levels at a good level. So I'm really enjoying it. I can't lie, so far it's been sick. Now obviously you'll see more in the hashtag vlogs and the pre-season vlogs that will come out shortly, but now for real, first impressions through devs to the other management, all the players were easy to talk to. If you know me as a person, you'll know that I'm a laid back, more quiet person. I kind of match my energy off other people's energy, and it was just everyone was easy to talk to. Like, there was good conversations, people asking where obviously I've been before, about my YouTube, like all just general good chat, which for first impressions and obviously when you meet new people is always good. Before I start waffling too much, I'm gonna end it there. We're gonna go get our upper body session done, but first impressions of the club, really positive, to be honest. And yeah, just so you all know, I'm there as a footballer, not as a YouTuber. So yeah, hard work is real right now, and even on the days in between, we're putting in graft, working on little bits at the pitch and in the gym. So let's see what happens, lads.